and there's some strange digital squeaking noises within it as well.
Reasonably well, although I'm not sure of the volume of the Sony digital dictaphone, but being picked up in the Sony analog cassette dictaphone.
It turns out that this suspicion was partly right, although I thought the audibility was actually much better than what I anticipated the first time I did it, when I didn't play it back and hear it.
Record number 6 is rewriting out the record of all the records that we've just written out.
I'm anticipating this bit to be quite underwhelming from a dramatic perspective, because I think the noise of the paper and the pen scratching might not have been picked up by this, so it might be quite boring for anyone watching this segment. Interestingly, it sounds a bit like the rat in the computer that I mentioned before, which is something that usually happens when I'm Skyping my mum, and only my mum, where in the conversation it sounds like there's an animal stuck between my screen and her screen, and it makes this little tapping noise, and it gets quite infuriating after a while, and it makes you start to really resent the phone call. So usually at that point we resort to just using the phone. I think I just did that thing where you accidentally record over the mixtape by pressing play record, which was the biggest fear you had as a child when you were making a mixtape, tape off the radio, that you'd record over something that you'd already made. So the beginning of the next record might now be ruptured or somehow broken. But luckily I think that's still from halfway through the paper's session. And now turning down the noise of the recording of the recordings, because it was a bit loud.
Interestingly, the handwriting in the new record and the old record is much less illegible than the old record is. I guess maybe due to my position on the floor and the speed at which I was writing. Record number 6.
Unfortunately, from that record, all we actually managed to record was the sounds of the words rather than what the words actually say. So I'm going to go through those now. So I've got two records here. I've got a record that we made the first time of things we made in discussion about things that we made records about. Then I've got that re-recorded from when I rewrote it out the second time. And also there's the third recording of it, which is the sounds of it on the other dictaphone. So now this is the list of words that you heard being written. User history, friendship, note-taking, school register, birth register, death register, footprints in the snow, birthday cards, researcher, Asperger's, autistic, confidence, collecting, researching, war heroes, finds photos and faces and codes, diaries, criminal records, photographs, wallpapers, over wallpaper, lovers, attics, meeting minutes, and the history of the department. I've just been thinking of me pressed the wrong button. That's actually slightly incorrect. I got home at 1:46 this morning.
Home from work, the cycle back was, I
actually at that point, I when I was lost, I used my smartphone to use Google Maps, and it took me to a road, but the road had a tunnel underneath it, and it had specifically no cyclists written on it, so then I had to find an alternative route, and then my battery ran out on the way home, so that was quite stressful.
It was quite a long decline, so I had to stop halfway home and cycle back. Then when I got back, my housemate had made bread pudding, so I ate a piece of that, and I poured
I'm just turning the other dictaphone up a bit so I can hear it easier.
a glass of wine. I drank that because it had been left on the side. Then I went to bed. First of all, I brushed my teeth, I went to the toilet, and yes, I went to bed and I went to sleep. And then I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning.
But do you actually wake up if you woke up to hit snooze? Have you really woken up then, or do you technically wake up once you're out of bed?
But then I pressed snooze 3 times, I think, so it was late getting out of bed because I was quite tired from the shift at work last night. Then we got up and had a shower, used the bathroom. I went downstairs and had some multi-grain hoops, which is Aldi's equivalent to multi-Cheerios, over there.
Can I keep doing that? There's going to be bits and bits missing.
Do you want to? Sorry. Do you want me to? Are you still going, or shall I press stop?
You can press stop.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it seemed like a conclusion.